3 foot tall. So that's going to be our legs for our work table. There's part of it. I had this leftover wood that we was going to make raised beds out of, and it wasn't 12 inches, it's 11, and so we went ahead and just replaced it. So I'm going to use that as my tabletop. Hey y'all, this is Marie from our Okie Homestead. I've been feeling a little bit better, so I've been trying to knock out some projects, just simple stuff, get some stuff done. Getting this mess cleaned up is one. For today, I want to get this work table done so that way I've got a workspace and I can work on, it'll help when it comes to actually doing the siding and stuff on the garage, because that way it's just a better workspace. So I want to get this work table done. I kind of watched a few videos, people putting them together, and I'm just going to kind of go by what I saw and also just kind of my own whatever. As long as it's good and supported and everything, that's all that matters. I needed this workspace all along. This is definitely one of my regrets. 22 or 23 years that we've been here. And here I am like, we should have closed in this carport and had this garage space for our tools and everything set up right off the bat. So to me, if you're starting out, the best thing you can do is get you a dedicated workspace for your tools and whatnot. I'm going to try to get this work table together. I've had some help getting my posts cut, and I may end up needing some help getting it put together at some point. I'm also going to put wheels on the bottom of mine. I had husband pick up some wheels so that way, it's not what to focus in, so that way it'll be able to be easily moved around. Just roll it wherever I need it. I mean, I pretty much plan on parking it here once all this stuff's out. Not have to move it unless I need to clean out from under it. So that's my biggest thing. Never made one of these. I've watched several people make them, and so I'm just going to jump in and try. I mean, sometimes that's all you can do is just try. Okay, I'm going to try to get this together. I know this looks weird, but this is my leg, and then that'll be a side, and then leg, and I'll put an extra one across the back side. But the reason I have this like this is just a scrap piece of wood, and it's because I want this front piece to go past the piece that's going to be behind this. I'm just using that as kind of a visual spacer deal, so that way, and I'm screwing it flush with the post because my tabletop is just going to sit flush right on top of the whole frame and posts. So I'm going to get that screwed on there on that side, and then over here on this side I'll probably go ahead and do my extra support across the bottom of this set, and then set it up over there to do my other two the same way. And then once that side is done, then I can join them together. It's not going to take long to put this together, I don't think. And I'm just going to start with just one screw to start with. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just that way, in case I need to maneuver it a little bit, I can if there's only one screw in it. Oh my goodness, it took a while for it to catch. I like it standing up beside it better. I can see it better. That's some hard 2x4s. It's not going to want to stay standing up. That's all right. You can lean against this for the time being. When the 2x4 gets put here, it's going to sit flush against that. Get to set this piece up and then join them. 31 should be the size I need. We're going to have to cut a piece to find out. But I think 31 is what's going to do it, because my 2x4 is going to be on the outside. I want the table to fit flush or over the edge just a little. So taking off for that 2x4, because I'll be inside of it, and I'll be inside this 2x4. I believe 31. Okay, measure twice, cut once, so I did. And it was just a hair too long for my side piece, so I went ahead and shaved off enough to make it exactly 33 to go from side to side, because that's what my board's total. So now I'm just going to use this piece of wood on top of the other to make my mark for my other side piece and get it cut. There we go. So I'll take it from this one side. I've just got it propped up at the moment in order to do this. Double checking my... There we go. It is 33 exactly. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and screw these pieces on. I think I'm going to get my screw started and then I'll adjust that. Oops. Oops. There we go. That's pretty tight. Let's see how that fit in there. Oops. There we go. Uh-oh, here comes company. Y'all already been around here and ate dog food. Gotta like when they work like they're supposed to. On this extra side support, I'm going to go ahead and put my screws in. See, an extra cross support piece on the side like that. And I'm going to have one going across the back. And then I'm going to have one across the front that's in the corners. But we'll get to that. I'm going to use my frame here to go ahead and put my screws in before I try to screw it on the side there. Okay, fixing to screw this one on there. Okay, since my 2x4s are 8-footers, and they're actually 8.5 inch. I cut off that extra 1/2 inch, and then that way it's going to go from one leg to the other leg as a cross support piece there, which is going to end up on the back side against the wall. I'm hoping to do a different cross support piece on the front legs in order to leave it more open for sliding totes of stuff, like totes with all the hot wire connectors and the tie straps. That kind of stuff can slide under there if I don't put dog houses under there. So that when we need to put something up there to work on it, like if I'm making cages or whatever, then I have this workspace to be able to do it. I'm going to get this. I'm going ahead and putting my screws in the ends, because since my screws are giving me grief, and then that way it's already started. I'm going to have to flip it over, and I think I'm going to do that before I put the top on it, flip it over in order to be able to put the wheels on it. So this support, and then I got to figure out cross supports. I may wait on that. I may go ahead and flip it over to do the wheels. But I'm going to get this piece screwed in place. Yeah, that way I can get this screwed in. Right there would be pretty level. Okay, I'm going to get these pieces cut and do that next. Okay, I got my 2 pieces cut to fit, and they're going to go in here. I have to screw it from the outside here, and then I'm going to put another one down here. Same thing, just extra support for the top there. And as it turned out, by the time I cut my side pieces and my extra support side pieces, I had this piece of wood left over, and it's just long enough for my 2 pieces that I need to do this top. That was all that was cut off left over. I need to get my screws started, I think. It's just starting to come through there. Oh, it slipped on me down there. There we go. You got a minute?
We're about to leave to get Amanda.
I just need help flipping this over.
Oh, I'll be there in a second.
All right. I just need to lay it on its back. That way I put the wheels on it. And then the top. And then maybe cross support pieces in the front. Okay, thank you. It's time for the wheels. Okay, so we got it flipped back over, got the pieces put on the top. We fit them in as good as we could. They're kind of bowed and warped a little bit, but this one's already screwed down and it straightened it out pretty good, so I'm not super concerned with it since it's a garage work table. So I'm just going to finish screwing it down. Look, I got this one screwed down. It's screwed down all right on both ends.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I mean, pretty much anyway.
Nana?
Yeah.
Determine the heat of something?
That's possible.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Why is the temperature? Oh, yeah, here. $10. Well, I mean, we bought that work. I use that to test the ones we use on the yeah, that's funny as hell.
It'll work.
Sometimes that's all right.
Yeah, depends on what kind of mood they're in.
There we go. Big old work table. Good thing I made the legs only 36 inches because with the wheels it raised it up another 6 inches or so. So it's a little bit higher than I had planned. But that's great because then I'm not like kind of bent over. It's taller, so that's actually nicer. And my seat raises up enough that it works with it. So that's great. I'm going to take these tubs and put them under there and then get this table out of here, get all this cleaned up, and then we'll be to the point where it's like I can get my stuff organized with the cabinets. Got to figure out what I'm going to do at this shelf. It got all wet on the bottom and kind of messed it up. The table's done. It's a big old workspace, but that pretty much gets it done. I've been waiting months and months to be able to get this work table put together and finished. It's not perfect for sure, and I still need to figure out how I'm going to do a cross support here for these legs. I thought about adding an extra support on the bottom just to make sure and give extra support to these front legs. I really didn't want to put a board across like the back because I wanted to be able to slide things in and out of there. And so that's pretty much it for now. So I hope somebody gets something out of this. And, you know, like I said, I've watched different videos of different people putting different tables together. And I just kind of took the idea from that. I've never made one before. This is my first big table that I've made. So I kind of like it, and I kind of thinking I might make one that's only like 3 or 4 foot long, and then that way it's a little bit more movable. But I don't know. I mean, I know the feed room and the little barn could sure use something like this, minus the wheels. So I may think about making something a little bit shorter for down there, using up some of these wood posts. I can tell you, we've been here 20-something years, and this is a big regret of mine because I have had so many tools, so many things of paint, brushes, the whole 9 yards, all in the house, boxes of tiles. 2 boxes up there on top of that cabinet are sinks to replace in our bathroom. They were up under a bed. So it's like I've had all this stuff over the years tucked away in different places in the house. And so being able to have a workspace out here to be able to do this stuff, this should have been like the first thing done, really, when we got this place. Should have been to close in this garage, this carport. It's done. Yay! Y'all have a good one.